Good morning, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 14? Question mark? Yeah, day 14 of 31 days of witchcraft. If you're new to this series, it was created by Heather Carter. I will have a link down to her channel. I have a link to her channel down below, along with a list of the prompts. I have been really enjoying these, and yeah, I hope she does it next year too. You know, no pressure. But it's been really fun. I am very sleepy this morning, so I apologize in advance for the rambles that are sure to come. But you guys are probably used to that because I've been doing this now for 14, well, I guess not really 14 days, but anyway, I'm going to try to get started here. Today's question, I laughed out loud because it's great. And you guys probably already know my answer, but the question is, do you believe in fantasy creatures like dragons? I forget the other examples. Because all I think of is unicorns. No, but really though, yes, I do believe in unicorns. I also believe in dragons. My feelings on this are a little bit muddy. And I'm about to get laughed off YouTube, but I'm going to still share. Okay, let me give you some background. So if you are new here, I am a big unicorn fan. I do a lot of work with unicorns magically. Unicorns are my spirit animal, such as it is. I am very unicorn over here, up in this place here. But anyway, honestly speaking, in high school, I was a member of the speech and debate club, and I competed in competitions, speech and debate competitions, with a speech about the possibility of the reality of unicorns. And it was a damn good speech. Couldn't remember it now, but I remember it had some fantastic visual aids and wonderful reference materials. But anyway, I have like this one piece of hair. There it is. It's going to be a rebel over there. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to let it have its time in the sun. It's fine. Anyway, I do believe that unicorns in some form existed. I'm of mixed feelings about whether they existed the way that our regular wildlife exists, or whether humans were better at seeing the astral realm and connecting with the creatures that reside there. The reason I'm of mixed feeling is because I feel like there is enough historical, cultural references to unicorns around the world in different shapes and different formats for me to think there's not some unifying idea that unicorns existed or were recognized in some way by people at some point. Because cultures that have nothing to do with one another have different forms of a unicorn in their culture. So that gives me this feeling that one of two things must have been the case. Either unicorns walked the earth again, like giraffes or horses or zebras or whatever, or the veil was, whether or not the veil between worlds was thinner. I do believe there's multiple other realms. And with that belief, I think it's possible that before we had a lot more filters between ourselves and that other world, that we could perceive it a lot easier. And so if that's the case, then it would beg reason? No, what am I trying to say? It would stand to reason that multiple cultures would have seen these creatures because of their interactions with the astral realm. So, yeah. I do believe they exist on some plane or on some realm. And I think the same is true of other creatures or, I guess, animals that we have multiple representations of cross-culturally. So dragons are another example. I think there are also multiple versions of phoenix type birds throughout different cultures. I can't be 1,000% sure about that. The one I've done all my homework on is unicorns, but fairies, etc. I don't think. Yeah, fairies is another one that there's a ton of cultural reference all over, different types of beings that have very similar characteristics, qualities. Sorry for the throat clearing, but my throat is really froggy this morning. In any case, I definitely feel like these beings have existed, do exist. And currently, I'm very confident that they only exist in the astral realm. I don't believe, unicorns are still hiding away somewhere in a forest, as much as I love that idea. But I definitely believe that you can still connect with them on the astral. I have connected with them in the astral, so that's my personal lived experience. But yeah, it's kind of strange to me to talk about this out loud in such a public way, because I think the last time I had a very serious conversation with another adult about a mythological creature was about like actually existing and having experience interacting with them, was probably about 18 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark. And this experience of like tiny little dragons, almost like fae-sized dragons. Is that even a thing? Like little dragons, like little. And a bunch of us had this experience. And I used to have a cat that I swear was chasing little dragons around the room. I don't know. This feels like an overshare. And I feel really ridiculous. But I think a lot of us don't talk about this stuff because we feel a little bit ridiculous. So maybe I'll just go with it. In any case, yes. Short answer, the TLDR version is yes. Yes, I do believe. I just think there's so much we can't explain, and so many possibilities for other planes of existence that exist along different timelines, that exist in a different space. And I feel like there's some truth to the idea that there are points at which we can interact with, see, or connect with those other planes. So it just answers a lot of questions for me about why cultures that have not had nothing to do with each other at the time would both have, like, say, a unicorn in their mythos. Yeah. So that's what I had to say about that. I'm not sure if it made any sense. I literally feel like my eyes are so heavy because I haven't woke up at all, really. So hopefully some part of this gets across what I'm trying to say. But I hope in my heart that if you have been watching this channel for a little while, that you are not surprised that I believe in unicorns. That's what I hope. And I hope there's room in everybody's mind, I guess, for a little bit of the unknown, a little bit of space for possibility. And you don't have to believe in fantasy, mythological, whatever creatures to have space for in your mind for possibility. But I think that's just one way that it shows up for me. So that's what I had to say about that. I'm gonna go drink some coffee, wake up, get some things done, and continue on with my day. I hope wherever you are, you have a beautiful morning, day, afternoon, evening, whatever it might be where you're at when you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember to like this video, share if you know somebody who wants to hear me babble on about my feelings about fantasy creatures, and subscribe if you're new here, or if you've been watching and not subscribing. Subscribing is a great way to know when I'm making content and to be able to find it easier. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell, because that's also helpful. And I think that's it. If you would like to book a tarot reading with me, you can do that over at supportivetarot.com. And I'm gonna sign off for now. See you guys later. Bye.